Hi and welcome to yet another CMA video. I'm Arek and today I'm going to show you how to replace a brake cable on the Shimano roller brake. Okay, let's begin. If your brake cable is frayed or damaged, or the cable arm on the roller brake doesn't spring back after the brake lever is pressed, then it means that the brake cable might need to be replaced. Tools required: 10mm spanner and a 10mm socket spanner. Shimano brake cable fixing tool, or marker, pen and ruler. Pair of pliers. Cable cutters. 1.5mm Allen key or a pin. Removing the brake cable and outer casing. Pull the brake cable adjuster and remove the outer holder unit from the hole of the brake arm. Push and hold the winder unit with one hand and remove the inner cable fixing bolt from the groove. If there is a nipple at the end of the cable or the cable is frayed, cut it with cable cutters. Fit a 10mm tool on the flat side of the brake cable fixing bolt and use the 10mm socket spanner to undo the brake cable fixing nut. Remove the fixing bolt and the cable adjusting bolt from the cable and set them aside. Pull the cable out of the outer casing. Turn the barrel adjuster and lock ring on the brake lever so that the slots line up with the slot in the brake lever. And slide the cable through this slot. Swivel the cable so that you can release the barrel end. Check the outer casing and ferrules for any damage or wear, and if required, replace them as well. Replacing the outer casing. The outer casing needs to be cut to the right length. Use the old outer casing as a guide. If you have fitted a longer stem or wider handlebars, then the new outer casing might need to be longer to allow full handlebar movement. When the cable is cut, because the inner is coiled, the metal can curl over the hole and stop the cable passing through smoothly. Use your cable cutters to snip off the offending end. Also, the thin piece of PTF tubing can close up when cut, so use a very thin piece of metal, like a pin or a 1.5mm Allen key, to prise it open. Now fit the new ferrules to match the old ones. They are designed to stop the outer casing from unraveling. Refit the outer casing. Replacing the brake cable. Take the cable and slot the barrel end into the lever. Slide the cable through the slots on the lever, lock ring and barrel adjuster. Turn the lock ring towards the end of the barrel adjuster. Reset the barrel adjuster. Slot the cable through the outer casing. Pass the brake cable through the hole of the inner cable fixing bolt. Slot the brake cable fixing bolt onto the brake cable. If you have a brake cable fixing tool, then you will need to fit the cable in the correct slot. There are 3 grooves on one side of the tool and 2 on the other. For the BR-IM85 and BR-IM86 front roller brakes, use the top groove on the left and the top groove on the right. The space between the top left and top right grooves is 101mm. For any other front roller brake models, use the middle groove on the left and the top groove on the right. The space between the middle left and top right grooves is 109mm. For the rear roller brakes, use the bottom grooves on both sides. The space between the bottom left and bottom right grooves is 99mm. To find your roller brake's model number, look at the back of the backing plate. Place the cable adjusting bolt, cable, and inner cable fixing bolt in the correct grooves on the tool. Hold the cable adjusting bolt and the fixing bolt and pull the cable. Now tighten the cable fixing nut. If you don't have a Shimano brake cable fixing tool, then you can measure the distance with a ruler. Measure the required distance between the brake cable adjusting bolt and the brake cable fixing bolt, and mark it with a marker pen. Slide the fixing bolt to the marking point and tighten the cable fixing nut. Reconnect the cable to the roller brake. Cut the end of the cable and crimp the nipple to prevent the cable from fraying. Test your brake, and if required, adjust its tension with the barrel adjusters. You can find out here how to adjust a roller brake. There's also a link to this video in the description below. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments section below about whether you found the process of replacing the roller brake cable easy or challenging. Additionally, if you'd like to show some support for this channel, consider making a small donation. Thanks, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.